back with another video, finally. I know it's been some time, but I wanted to come check in and give you guys some important updates. So the first update. For some time I've been wanting to expand. It's just been me doing this pet care thing with Champ Strong Kennels. I'm not always available. So whenever I'm not available, unfortunately, I have to close. So what I wanted to do was get someone who could come in on an as needed basis. That way I don't always have to close my calendar. With that being said, I did start the process of bringing on team members. And the first person that I brought onto the team is Shakayla. She is a current senior in college, mass communications major. She has been a pet sitter for some time now, and she's taken care of dogs throughout her life. So she has experience there, and I'm hoping that she can gain some more knowledge and experience through working with me and with y'all. So the next update that I have for you guys is that I now have a new client policy. So the first part of the new client policy is that all new clients must book a trial daycare appointment prior to any overnight stay. This trial daycare appointment will serve as a temperament assessment for us to determine whether your dog gets along well with other dogs, how well they get along with us, and how they interact in our open style kennel environment. In addition to booking a trial daycare appointment, the second part of the new client policy is that new clients must submit at least 2 references. Your references should be from a past boarding facility that you've used or a pet sitter who's cared for your dog a minimum of 12 hours. One of our goals is to always keep not only your pet safe, the other pets that we're caring for safe, but we want to be safe too. Recently, there was an incident involving 2 dogs. I broke the fight up, and in the process of separating the 2 dogs to return them to their kennels, one dog tried to get back to the other dog, and the first thing that he latched onto was my leg. I suffered a pretty severe dog bite on my right leg. I don't want to put myself or any other team member in that type of situation again if it can be prevented. The temperament assessment, the trial daycare visit, will allow us to see whether your dog is passive in nature, whether they have a neutral personality, or whether they have assertive and aggressive personalities. Sometimes they may be pretty neutral or pretty passive, but they can get a little bit aggressive if somebody goes to touch their food bowl while they're eating, or if somebody goes to take a toy from them. You as a pet owner may not think much of those small details, but those are the details that we absolutely need to know. It assists us in helping to determine who can play with who, whether they all can play together or whether we need to separate them into smaller groups. It helps us to know whether or not when we feed your dog, we can actually go back in and grab the bowl while they're eating or not. This helps us know that if your dog's playing with a bone, they love bones, we know not to touch the bone or have another dog interact and play with them while they're playing with a bone, because it can be potentially dangerous. So sometimes owners don't always disclose the full truth about their dog, and typically it's for fear that a facility or a pet sitter will not take their dog in. It's not always the fact that the owner was being dishonest or not giving us all of the details that we need to care for their dog. Sometimes their dog just hasn't been properly socialized. When I say being properly socialized, I don't mean your dog has been around your brother's dog or your sister's dog, one of your parents' dogs. A dog has truly been socialized when you introduce them to different stimuli. They've been introduced to different things to see, different locations, different smells, different sounds, and different dogs. What I've found is that a lot of people got dogs during the pandemic, and that dog really has only ever been home. Now, if you've never taken your dog to a boarding facility or boarded them at your vet or even used an operation that's similar to mine, that's okay. That's why I said it could be a pet sitter. Anyone who's taking care of your dog for 12 or more hours. When your dog comes into Champ Strong Kennels, the first thing that I typically do is take them outside, let them potty if they need to, and let them sniff around. Once I take them inside, they can then associate different smells that they smelled outside with the dogs that I currently have inside. During your dog's daycare appointment or that trial visit, if they do show a higher level of assertive behavior or aggressive behavior, they will be asked to be picked up early. You should have an emergency contact listed in your profile. Your emergency contact is not your spouse. Your emergency contact should be somebody who can pick your dog up in the event that there is an emergency and you're unavailable. With a daycare or trial visit, you should still be available because you're picking your dog up that afternoon anyway. But just in case you are unavailable, we do need that emergency contact information. In light of this incident that happened recently with me being bitten on my leg, I want to make sure that I'm safe going forward and that my team members are safe. But I also want to make sure that your dog and other dogs are safe. No one wants to get a phone call that their dog's been in a fight or that another dog attacked their dog. No one wants any unexpected vet bills. No one wants any unexpected medical bills. So this is why I'm implementing my new client policy. I hope that my current clients will be mindful of this policy when referring other clients to us. Leave any questions or comments that you have below, and we'll see you in the next video.